Hello, my lively eagles. We are going to be using our paper and pencil, if you have a pencil, and if you have crayons or colored pencils, that would work amazingly well to create our 3D looking house. So first we're going to start with our paper. You're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it in half, kind of like a hamburger shape, just like this. Then turn it and open it up like a laptop computer so you can type on your computer. We're only going to draw on this portion. We're not going to draw on the top of our laptop computer, just where the keys where we can type. So just to make sure I don't cross, I'm going to add a line right there to make sure I don't cross that line. Then in the middle here, about in the middle, I'm going to draw from side to side, just like that. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky. From the middle line, not this one, which is technically in the middle of the paper, we're not doing this part. So this is the top line and this is the middle line. From the middle line, I'm going to draw kind of like a letter T, capital letter T, but I'm going to slide it over so this side is smaller than this side. Then I want to make sure that I go straight down. Notice it's not connecting the two lines right here. All right. Now, so this is the big side, this is the small side. Then, this is going to be a little bit tricky. You're going to draw a triangle up at the top. Because today we're doing architecture. Architecture are buildings, and I'm going to show you how to make a building look like it is 3D. Even though it's going to be flat on a piece of paper, it's going to be amazing. So we're going to start with a triangle. Your typical house has a square and a triangle, right? So I'm going to do pretend lines. So in the middle this way up. So that's going to be my point. That's going to be the vertices of my triangle. And I'm going to go to the very, very corner right here, the other vertices. And I draw a line. If you want to use a ruler, you can. I am not. I'm what's called freehanding, which means I'm doing it with my hand only, not using anything with a straight edge. So from this vertices to this line right there, I'm going to draw a straight line. So these two shapes, kind of a square and a triangle, look very much like your typical house that, well, you learned how to draw when you were in kindergarten. Maybe you're starting to see how this is a 3D house. So right here in the bottom of this portion, we're going to draw a rectangle. Remember, rectangle has a long, short, long side. So I'm going to draw a long, short, long side. And then it's a door, so let's put a doorknob, just like that. And then on the long side, we're actually going to add windows. So we're going to add some square windows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, my suggestion in a real house, you want to keep the top of the door even with the top of the windows. So there's a top of the window. It's not exactly because, again, I'm not using a ruler. Then the same size, because squares, all four sides are the same. And then the bottom. So I'm going to try to keep it even and skip a space for the window. Then stop. Don't touch the edge over here. And here, there, there. So you can see my windows are not exactly the same size. That's okay. Remember, in art, it's never perfect. So then you draw here, there, vertical line, horizontal line. Are you starting to see the 3D house now? We have 2 more things we're gonna add, then we're done. Because of course you have to have a chimney for Santa Claus to come visit you. So we're gonna start at this line. Remember, again, we're not drawing anything on the top. So I draw long, short, long, just like that. All right, the last thing is gonna be the roof line, because right now we have a triangle. So you see how this side is angled in, this side is straight up and down. We actually need to angle it in also. So I use my hands to try to help me to make sure like it's not like that or not like this, but they're the same diagonal line or at least close to it. Then I use my finger and I go to this corner right here. And that's it. I'm not drawing another triangle. It's just the diagonal line. So I do have a surprise for you. First off, you have your 3D house. Now, if you take your 3D house and you fold it, you fold the top backwards like this. Careful, make sure it stay on the same fold. Don't make a new line. Oh, I made a new line. Oh no. Not a big deal. It's easy to fix because I didn't squish it super hard. So I go back, make sure it's lined up nicely. Then I fold it and I have my house. So you can color your house. You can color the windows yellow because that makes it look like somebody's at your house. Now, maybe you noticed that it got a little bit dirty because my crayon touched the pencil. If it did get a little bit dirty, that's okay. That's just something crayons do. It's not a big deal. If you're using colored pencils, that should not happen at all, but sometimes it does. So don't worry about it. Maybe you just need to clean your windows and have a cleaning day. Ha ha ha. So I have windows. Now, if you want to make your house realistic with maybe brown on the outside and a blue door with a gray chimney, you could do that. Or if you want to have fun and do oranges and blues and reds and greens and color everything different colors, go for it. This is art. You get to be creative and do whatever you want. It's fun time. Now, while you finish coloring your cabin or your house, I'm going to show you something you can do. All right, do you see these corner parts? If you keep your paper folded just like this, and you cut both sides at the same time on the line, just like that. So I cut both sides, and I cut both sides. So when you open it, it kind of looks like funny little triangles. It'll look like this. Now it really looks like a 3D house. Guess what? I have a surprise. So after you are finished coloring the outside of your house, if you open your house, then draw a line in the middle here. And do you see the line here and the line here, the little corner pieces where the roof touches the rectangle? So this little corner piece and that little corner piece, if I connect it, I can have a bottom floor and a top floor. I can put stuff inside my house. So if I want, I can do some fancy chairs. with a table. Ooh, maybe I want to add some flowers. Now these are just my ideas. If you want to do your own ideas, you can add a bedroom, you can do a kitchen, you can do a living room, you can do a game room, a puppy room, a cat room. You can add extra windows so you can see out. You can add a fireplace. You can add whatever you want to the inside of your house. Then when you're finished, you can even color that. So when you close it, you have the outside of your house and the inside of your house. And one of the cool things is you can stand the house up. And it really is 3D. Just like that.